Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins All World. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of US dimes, specifically the 2004 P. Roosevelt Dime. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you'll want to stick around to find out the value of this coin and whether it's worth holding onto. The Roosevelt Dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946, first minted to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. The 2004 P dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is denoted by the P mint mark on the coin's obverse side, just to the right of Roosevelt's neck. Let's talk about the design. The obverse features a profile portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, the same artist who designed the coin back in 1946. The reverse showcases an olive branch, torch, and oak branch, symbolizing peace, liberty, and strength. These elements have remained unchanged throughout the years, making the Roosevelt Dime a classic piece of American coinage. In 2004, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1.8 billion of these dimes, so they are quite common in circulation. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel clad, weighing 2.27 grams, with a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. It's not made of silver, which is important to keep in mind when assessing its value. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. What is this coin worth? Since the 2004 P. Roosevelt Dime is not made of precious metals and has a high mintage, its value in circulated condition is typically just face value, 10 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated or a mint state example, it could be worth a bit more to collectors. Uncirculated examples graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, as MS65 might be worth around $1 to $2. If you have one graded at MS67 or higher, you could see values ranging from $26,000 or more, depending on the market and demand. But what if your dime is special? Error coins are always exciting, and a 2004 P. Roosevelt Dime with errors could be worth significantly more. Some of the known errors include off-center strikes, die clashes, and double dies. If you have one of these error coins, you could be looking at a value ranging anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and condition of the error. So, is your 2004 P. Roosevelt Dime worth big money? For most, it's likely just worth face value. But if you have an uncirculated coin, a high-grade specimen, or a rare error, it could be worth a lot more. Always check your change and maybe even take a closer look at those dimes you've stashed away. You never know what treasures you might find. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, the United States of America 1987 D 1-cent coin. Could this seemingly ordinary penny be worth more than its face value? First, a little background on the 1987 D penny. This coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909, featuring the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse from 1959 to 2008. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was minted at the Denver Mint. In 1987, millions of these pennies were produced, making them a common find today. The 1987 D penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, which was the standard composition for pennies starting in 1982 when the U.S. Mint shifted from the heavier, all-copper composition due to rising metal costs. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 mm. Now, let's talk about mintage. The Denver Mint produced a staggering 4,879,389,514 1-cent coins in 1987. With such a high mintage, the 1987 D penny is generally not rare, especially in circulated condition. However, condition and unique features can play a significant role in determining its value. So, how much is a 1987 D penny worth today? In general, a circulated 1987 D penny is worth its face value $28,000. However, uncirculated coins, especially those in mint state, MS, condition, can be worth more to collectors. For instance, a 1987 D penny in MS-65 condition might be valued between $5 and $10. But that's not all. If you have a coin in an even higher grade, like MS-67 or MS-68, it could be worth significantly more, sometimes fetching over $100 at auctions. Now, let's talk about errors and varieties. Coins with minting errors are particularly sought after by collectors. For the 1987 D penny, some errors to watch out for include off-center strikes, die cracks, and doubled dies. These errors can increase the value of the coin considerably, depending on the type and severity of the error.in conclusion. While most 1987 D pennies you find in circulation are likely worth just 1 cent, it's always worth checking their condition and looking for any possible errors. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a hidden treasure in your spare change. Today, we're diving into the details of a popular coin, the United States of America 1996 P1 dime. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, knowing the value of this coin can be both interesting and useful. So, let's find out what this 1996 P dime is worth. First, a little background. The 1996 P dime is part of the Roosevelt Dime series, which has been in continuous production since 1946. This series was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was instrumental in founding the March of Dimes. The 1996 P dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the coin. In 1996, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 1.4 billion dimes, making this a very common coin. The design features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, with the word Liberty to his left, the motto, "In God We Trust," below his chin, and the date to the right. The reverse side shows an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch, symbolizing peace, liberty, and strength. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a 1996 P dime largely depends on its condition. Most 1996 P dimes you come across will be in circulated condition, meaning they've been used in everyday transactions. In this state, the coin is typically worth its face value $27,000. However, some collectors might pay slightly more if the coin has minimal wear. If you have a 1996 P dime in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can be higher. These coins are usually worth around $1 to $2, depending on their quality. Coins that have been graded by a professional grading service as MS-65 or higher could be worth even more, potentially up to $5 or more. In some rare instances, error coins from this year, such as dimes with off-center strikes or missing mint marks, could be worth significantly more. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can vary widely depending on the type and severity of the error. So, what's the takeaway? If you have a 1996 P dime, it's likely worth 10 cents if it's been in circulation. However, if you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if you discover an error coin, you might have something worth a bit more. Today, we're diving into the world of United States coinage, focusing on a small but significant piece of American history, the 1976 Lincoln cent. This video will explore the value of the 1976 1-cent coin, its historical context, and whether it's worth any money today. Stick around to find out if this penny is just spare change or a hidden treasure. First, let's set the scene. The year 1976 was a special time in the United States as it marked the bicentennial, celebrating 200 years since the Declaration of Independence. While most of the attention was on the special bicentennial quarters, half dollars, and dollars, the humble penny remained unchanged in design. The 1976 Lincoln cent features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design by Frank Gasparo. The 1976 Lincoln cent was produced in large quantities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the majority for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint primarily struck proof coins for collectors. This penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which is typical of Lincoln cents minted before 1982. After 1982, the composition changed to copper-plated zinc due to rising copper prices. Now, let's talk about value. The 1976 Lincoln cent is not particularly rare due to its high mintage. In circulated condition, these pennies are generally worth their face value, 1 cent. However, condition plays a significant role in determining a coin's value. Most 1976 pennies you find in circulation are worth around 1 to 2 cents, slightly above face value due to the copper content. In uncirculated, mint state condition, these pennies can be worth more. A 1976 penny in MS-65 condition, which is near flawless, can be worth between $1 to $3 depending on the market demand. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint are usually more valuable. A 1976 S-proof penny in pristine condition can fetch around $1 to $5. As with many coins, errors and variations can significantly increase a 1976 penny's value. Some known errors include off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on misaligned planchets. These error coins can be worth anywhere from $32,000, depending on the type and severity of the error. So, is the 1976 Lincoln cent worth money? For most of us, it's likely worth a penny. But if you happen to have an uncirculated, proof, or error coin, you might be holding something more valuable. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, this small piece of copper is a fascinating reminder of America's rich history. Today, we're diving into the United States of America 1 dime from 2002 with the P mint mark. Stick around to find out what makes this coin special and how much it's worth today. The 2002 P dime is part of the Roosevelt Dime series, which has been in continuous production since 1946. The coin features the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side, designed by John R. Sinek. The reverse side shows a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. This particular dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side, just above the date. In 2002, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 1.88 billion of these dimes, so they are not particularly rare in terms of mintage numbers. The 2002 P dime is composed of a clad mixture, with a core of pure copper and outer layers made of a copper-nickel alloy. The total weight of the coin is 2.27 grams, and it has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. Now, let's talk about what you all came here for, the value of the 2002 P dime. Given its large mintage, this coin is generally only worth its face value of $35,000 in circulated condition. However, if you have a 2002 P dime in uncirculated condition or with a high grade from a professional grading service, it could be worth more to collectors. In mint state, MS-65 condition, this dime is typically valued between $1 and $2. If you happen to have one in MS-67 condition or higher, it could be worth up to $10 or even more, depending on the demand among collectors. Keep an eye out for any errors or varieties with your 2002 P dime. Error coins can sometimes fetch higher prices. Some potential errors to look for include off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks. These errors can significantly increase the value of the coin, sometimes by hundreds of dollars depending on the rarity and demand. So, while the 2002 P dime might not be the most valuable coin in your collection, it's still a fascinating piece of U.S. history. Whether you're holding onto it for its historical significance or hoping to find a rare error, it's always worth checking out the coins in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into the details of a fascinating coin from the United States, the 1992 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the value of this coin, stay tuned as we explore its history, key features, and how much it might be worth today. The Lincoln cent, first minted in 1909, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 1992 edition of this coin holds a special place among collectors, as it marks the end of an era. From 1959 to 1992, the reverse design featured the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The 1992 penny is also interesting because it was the last year before a major design change in 1993. While the coin was produced in large quantities, certain variations and conditions can make some 1992 pennies quite valuable. The obverse of the 1992 Lincoln cent features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a diameter of 19.05 mm and a weight of 2.5 grams. One of the key features that collectors look for in 1992 pennies is the mint mark, located just below the year on the obverse. The Philadelphia and Denver coins are standard circulation strikes, while the San Francisco coins were proof issues intended for collectors. What makes the 1992 Lincoln cent particularly interesting is the existence of a rare and valuable variety known as the close AM variety. On standard coins, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced apart. However, in the close AM variety, these letters are almost touching. This error occurred when a reverse die meant for proof coins was accidentally used to strike regular circulation coins. The close AM variety is extremely rare, and finding one could mean a significant boost in value. The value of a 1992 Lincoln cent can vary greatly depending on its condition, mint mark, and whether it is a rare variety like the close AM. Common 1992 pennies from Philadelphia or Denver in circulated condition are typically worth only their face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples can be worth between 10 cents to a few dollars, depending on their condition. Proof coins from San Francisco are more valuable. These can range from $1 to $5 or more, depending on their condition and whether they are still in their original packaging. Close AM variety pennies are the real prize. A 1992 close AM penny in excellent condition can be worth anywhere from $20,000 or more, depending on its grade and market demand. So, there you have it. The 1992 Lincoln cent might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but as we've seen, it can hold hidden value, especially if you come across one of those rare close AM varieties. Whether you're a collector or just stumbled upon this coin in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. Today, we're diving into the world of the United States of America 1 dime 2000 P coin. How much is it worth? Could it be more than just 10 cents? Let's start with the basics. The 2000 P dime features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, designed by John R. Sinek. The P mint mark indicates that this dime was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse showcases the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. This coin is made from a clad composition, which means it's primarily copper with a nickel coating. It has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and weighs 2.27 grams. Mintage. In 2000, the Philadelphia Mint produced a whopping 2,155,000,000 dimes. That's over 2 billion coins. Given the high mintage, the 2000 P dime is common in circulation, so finding one in your pocket change isn't too difficult. If you have a 2000 P dime in circulated condition, meaning it's been used and has signs of wear, its value is typically just face value $39,000. However, if the coin is in exceptionally good condition or has an interesting error, it could be worth a bit more. For collectors, the real value lies in the coin's condition. A 2000 P dime in uncirculated or mint state condition could be worth more. Coins graded MS-65 by professional grading services might be valued around $1.50 to $3. Higher grades, like MS-67, could fetch around $10 or more. The key here is finding a coin with no signs of wear, strong luster, and no major marks or scratches. Now, here's where things get exciting. Some 2000 P dimes have errors that make them valuable to collectors. For example, look out for coins with off-center strikes, die cracks, or misaligned dies. These errors can increase the coin's value significantly, sometimes selling for $50 or more, depending on the rarity and condition of the error. So, what's the takeaway? The 2000 P dime is generally worth its face value of 10 cents, but if you have one in pristine condition or with a unique error, it could be worth much more. Always check your change, you never know when you might find a hidden treasure. Today, we're taking a closer look at the 2008 D United States 1-cent coin. If you have one of these in your collection or come across one in your change, you might be wondering about its value. Let's explore what makes this coin special. First, let's review the basics. The 2008 D penny features the familiar Lincoln design by Victor David Brenner, with President Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The D Mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint. In 2008, the U.S. Mint produced over 2 billion 1-cent coins, including both Philadelphia and Denver Mint varieties. Because of this high mintage, the 2008 D penny is considered common in everyday transactions. However, certain factors can influence its value. The value of a 2008 D penny is primarily determined by its condition. In general, a circulated 2008 D penny is worth face value, which is 1 cent. But if your coin is in uncirculated condition, it could be worth a bit more to collector. Uncirculated coins, those with no signs of wear, can fetch a premium. Prices for uncirculated 2008 D pennies typically range from 10 to 25 cents, depending on the grade. Coins in higher grades, such as MS 65 or higher, might be worth a bit more. Finally, this coin market value is $29,000. To determine the value of your coin, you'll need to consider its condition and potentially consult a price guide or a professional coin dealer. If you have a coin that looks pristine and shows no signs of wear, it might be worth getting it graded by a professional numismatic service. So, while the 2008 D 1-cent coin isn't likely to make you rich, it's still an interesting piece of American currency. If you're a collector or just curious, keeping an eye on the condition of your coins can be a rewarding hobby. Today, we're diving into the world of numismatics to explore the value of a specific U.S. coin, the 1990 P dime. If you've got one of these dimes sitting in your collection, you might be curious about its value. Let's take a closer look. The 1990 P dime, minted in Philadelphia, is part of the Roosevelt Dime series, which has been in production since 1946. This particular coin features President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. The 1990 P dime is composed of a clad composition, which means it's made from a mix of copper and nickel. It weighs 2.27 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. Its design and composition make it fairly common, but let's talk about its value. Generally, a 1990 P dime in average circulated condition is worth its face value $37,000. However, the value can increase depending on the coin's condition. Circulated condition, in lower circulated grades like good, G, to very fine, VF, the coin's value remains around face value. If your 1990 P dime is in mint state, MS, grades, it could be worth a bit more. For example, a coin in MS 65 condition might fetch between $2 to $4, depending on demand and market conditions. Special varieties, keep an eye out for any unusual errors or varieties. Though rare, any significant errors can increase a coin's value. For the most accurate valuation, it's best to consult a professional coin grader or check recent auction results. Remember, condition, demand, and rarity are key factors in determining a coin's worth. So, there you have it, a brief overview of the value of the 1990 P United States dime. Whether it's a face value keeper or a potential collector's item, it's always fun to know more about the coins you hold. Today's video, we'll be diving into the value and worth of the United States 1-cent 2018 D coin. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the value of your change, stay tuned as we explore the details of this particular coin. Point 1. Overview of the 2018 D 1 cent coin. The 2018 D 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, is part of the regular series minted by the U.S. Mint. The D Mint mark indicates it was produced in Denver. This coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that has been in circulation since 1959.2. Minting and production. In 2018, the U.S. Mint produced approximately 5.5 billion 1 cent coins, making it a common issue. Due to its high mintage, the 2018 D penny is not particularly rare. However, it remains a piece of historical significance for collectors. In general circulated condition, the 2018 D 1 cent coin is worth its face value of 1 cent. The high mintage and widespread distribution mean that finding one in everyday change is quite common. If you have an uncirculated 2018 D penny, it may fetch a slightly higher value. These coins are typically worth between $30,000, depending on their quality and the current demand among collectors, special variations and errors. While the 2018 D penny is not known for any significant errors or special varieties, always keep an eye out for unusual features or mistakes, as these can sometimes increase a coin's value. However, as of now, there are no widely recognized error varieties for this particular year. The better the condition, the more value the coin might have. Look for coins with minimal wear and scratches. If you're collecting, keep your coins in a safe place, preferably in a coin holder or a protective sleeve, to avoid damage and tarnishing. 5. Conclusion. To sum up, while the 2018 D 1 cent coin isn't particularly valuable in its regular circulated form, it remains a great addition to any collection. As with all coins, its value can increase based on its condition, rarity, and collector interest. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to and click the bell icon for notifications on our latest content. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there's another coin you'd like us to explore. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.